So hello everyone, welcome back to another particular lecture series of our Reagent Chemistry course, and this is class 24, and we are continuing our discussion about the oxidation of alcohol in chromium based reagents. So today we'll discuss PCC and PDC. So first let us talk about PCC. So PCC is nothing but the full form of PCC is pyridinium chlorochromate, and this is the mixture of some reagent like CrO3 and HCl and pyridine. And the composition of the reagent is something like this, where this CrO3 react with HCl, and then one of the proton actually taken up by this particular pyridine, and it makes like this type of ionic complex. So what is the general introduction of the particular PCC reagent? That first, it is not a moisture sensitive reagent. Like in the case of previously, Jones and Collins, both are moisture sensitive reagent, and this is the not a moisture sensitive reagent. Also, since this type of composition is there, so that's why reagent composition acts like a buffer solution, and it shows control oxidation. For example, it will directly take this particular alcohol to their corresponding aldehyde. No acid group transformation takes place. Also, PCC has a interesting reaction role where oxidation of tertiary allylic alcohol is done by PCC, and this type of reaction is called the Babler oxidation. So this is the tertiary alcohol, and there is the allylic position is there. So it is a tertiary allylic alcohol, and PCC actually able to do this type of tertiary allylic transformation. Here you can see, and also this reaction is carried out via 3+3 sigmatropic reaction. It is a regioselective reaction because here, like in allylic position, it needs one hydrogen to proceed that particular reaction, and we can easily understand this particular thing via the mechanistic pathway. So now let us talk about the mechanistic pathway in details. Babler oxidation mechanistic pathway. So initially this particular PCC part is actually initially attached with this particular OH, so make this particular thing. Now you can see here, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. Similarly, here is also 2 and this is also 3. So that means a 3-3 sigmatropic transformation is observed here, and this particular bond breaks apart and this particular bond is generated. So this type of intermediate is generated. Now after that, here as the oxygen actually attached here you can find here it is there is a one hydrogen is there, and this particular hydrogen is very important because now this particular chromium part will capture this particular hydrogen, and the corresponding ketone has been generated. And this particular mechanistic pathway is proved via isotope leveling effect. That means the mechanism is verified. Now let us talk about PCC some examples. PCC based some examples. So here you can find that this is your ketone. First, it is treated with Grignard reagent. Grignard reagent treated means that methyl is entered here, and it will generate an alcohol. So that means this is looking like a tertiary allylic alcohol, and then PCC is there. That means the Babler oxidation takes place, and the final product is this. And this is it is your homework to do the mechanistic pathway in your home. Okay. Similarly, here also very interesting example is there. Like here you can find that there is no tertiary allylic alcohol is there, but this is a cyclopropane ring. This is the prone to break. So that means that it will show a ring expansion reaction, and ultimately it will also show Babler oxidation, but in a different mechanism, and this mechanism is also your homework. Now let us talk about the pH dependency of PCC. So the composition of PCC says that it is have the acid part also as well as the basic part also. However, the pyridine is not that much basic that actually neutralize the HCl completely. That's why the PCC becomes slightly acidic, and that's why sometimes buffer has been used, and the buffer is normally the sodium acetate. Sodium acetate as a buffer has been used to make this particular thing on basic. So here you can find that in normal PCC condition, this will show cyclization product. However, in basic condition, this type of excess H plus is not present in the reaction medium, and that's why only this oxidation has been shown, and double bond keep intact. So this is a very interesting observation, so you have to look about it. Next, we are talking about the PDC. PDC is pyridium dichromate. It is a neutral oxidizing agent, and this is the structure of pyridium dichromate. So here, this is the main reacting partner, and also there is a pyridine is there, acts as a counter anion, you can say, because this particular O are prone to be O negative. Okay, so that is not the main issue. This is our overall reactant or the reagent, and it is a neutral oxidizing agent, and here is no acid is there. That's why it is a not acid sensitive reagent, and interestingly that it is shows solvent effect. Now this particular thing we'll discuss in later slide. Now here we can say that how PDC actually work. Like PDC will show the similar oxidation trend like PCC. This particular secondary alcohol will be transferred to their corresponding ketone compound, and similarly here also same transformation has been observed without altering these double bonds, exocyclic double bonds. Okay, so now let us talk about the solvent dependency. So this is the alcohol. If PDC is treated with DCM, then control oxidation has been shown. However, if the PDC is actually present in the DMF solvent, then uncontrolled oxidation is shown. That means that in DCM solvent, the oxidation is restricted till aldehyde, but in case of DMF solvent, the oxidation is tends towards acids. And this type of solvent effect is primarily observed due to the solubility and reactivity in different solvent. DCM is a polar solvent. Polar solvent increase PDC dissociation and solubility, enhancing its reactivity and oxidation rate, as well as the non-aqueous solvent like DCM. Like in the case of DCM, there is a little no water content is there, and that's why actually it helps to control selectivity. But in the case of DMF contain water content, and that actually coordinate with the chromium species, which influencing this oxidizing strength, and that's why this particular uncontrolled oxidation has been shown. So with this we have to end this particular lecture. So next lecture we are talking about the PFC and entire reaction, the last chromium based oxidation reagents. So thank you for listening.